In many of the car dealership showrooms that I've been in, there exists this very, very exclusive club, and we call them the 2 and 3 club. This is one exclusive club, though, that I promise you don't want to belong. Let me share with you why. Typically, it's composed of 2, no more than 3 salespeople. And every morning, practically every morning, you will find them at the corner of the showroom. Coffees in hand, courtesy of the dealership, of course, free to them, and they're forming a small circle. And they're talking. Guess what they're talking about? They're talking about how bad the weather is. They're talking about, I don't know that these managers know what they're doing. And the management don't even advertise enough. How are we going to get enough people to come into the showroom? They flooded the showroom floor with salespeople. There's too many salespeople here. This is what they say to each other, over and over, around and around and around, for hours upon hours upon hours. They talk about nothing but just the negative things. This is how they conduct themselves. And then it's lunchtime. And because they're very, very, very good friends, they all pile into one car and away they go to lunch. An hour and a half, maybe even 2 hours later, they're back. They're back in that same corner on the second cup of coffee, again courtesy of the dealership, and continue on the morning's conversations. Occasionally, they will look up and they'll see a customer or two walk into the showroom. And one of them will say, hey, I think these guys are just here to kick tires. I don't think they're here to buy anything. And the second guy will say, even if they're here to try and buy something, they don't look like they're qualified. What are they even doing here? And the third guy will say, he'll put in his own 2 cents, hey, well, let's not waste our time. Let's let the other guys take care of them. That's the attitude that they have. No, they're not going to go up and greet the customer and say, welcome to our dealership. I'm so-and-so. How may I be of service? No. To them, that's a waste of time and energy. And then resume the conversation for hours, for days on end, and then for weeks, and on for a month, for the whole month. Now the month ends. Guess you will find them. You'll find them in that same corner. This time they have their paychecks and they're comparing their paychecks. And one will say, oh, I sold 3 cars and look, this is all I got. How am I going to feed my family with this kind of a paycheck? And the second guy will say, well, I only sold 2, at least sold 2. I only sold 2, mine is even less. This sucks. This place absolutely sucks. And then the third guy will chime and say, hey, I know, I agree with you guys. This place is a dump. It really is. But hey, I got great news for you. Next door, I got a very, very, very good friend. And I know he's telling me the truth. He will never lie to me. He's a dear friend of mine. And he says to me, you know what he says to me? The managers over there are seasoned managers. They know what the deal is. They know what they're doing. Have you seen their advertising? Well, they got much, much better advertising than what we have. And here's the best part. Here's the best part. He tells me, personally, he told me that the pay plan over there is much, much, much better than what we have. Why don't we all move over there? and so they all get together, gather their stuff, and they all quit. Oh, we're leaving. Well, this place is dumb. We're gone. And they go move next door. What do you think happens next door? Exactly the same thing. Nothing. They will do absolutely nothing. They will find another showroom corner and they will find where the coffee is, get their coffee in the morning, and move on to all these negative conversations again. Their behavior will not change. It will be exactly the same. And then, within a very, very short period of time, they're unhappy again. And then they move one more time. And then they move again. And then they move again, spreading their negativity all over the city. Never succeeding at anything. Why? Because they refuse to do the things that they have to do to be successful. Instead, they conduct themselves in this in this toxic kind of mentality. Until the day that one will say, hey, you know what? This is just a horrible industry. I've had it. I'm not going to make a living in this business. I quit. I'm going to leave this business and I'm going to try to do something else. And they all leave the industry. But guess what? It was never their fault. It was just a bad business. This is the extreme example of negativity. But negativity, ladies and gentlemen, does not only exist in some salespeople, they are in our environment. Some of these negative people are our own family members. Some are our friends. And so I must tell you, do whatever you have to do to stay away from this environment and this type of people. They have nothing that will help you be successful. Instead, they will just drag you down. What I suggest is you find the people who are the successful people within your industry. What do they do? What are the secrets? Find out what it is that they do on a daily basis that you can use in your own journey. This is the only way for you to have a chance at lasting success and self-fulfillment.